every single day. Reach out to a youngster, trust me, I'm going to do that. Because I'm going to tell him and I'm going to teach him from my experience that's not the way to go. That's not the way you want to live. Jail is not fun, and I promise you that's where you're going to end up if you're doing the wrong thing in life. Alright, but you have chances. We all got another chance. I got another chance. Okay? My man holding the camera right now got another chance. I'm about to introduce you to him. So, I guess we're just going to get into that real quick. So listen, guys. Strolling downtown, as you guys know. And oh yeah, by the way, I don't feel too bad today. I did feel kind of sick last night, but I think it just might be a cold, hopefully. Anyway, the weather's so messed up in Pittsburgh. It's 50 degrees one day, the next day it's below 5. Like, it's ridiculous, okay? There's no sun, Steph, there's no sun. I can't get no vitamin D, sorry. I might stop and get that stuff you told me to get though. Anyway, I'm strolling through downtown. I was actually getting ready to go home. Okay, I did what I had to do this morning. Been up since 7:30 in the morning. I did what I had to do. And I ran into an old buddy of mine that I haven't spoken to in a while. It's been a while since we've seen each other. Okay? His name is JP. What we're going to do is we're going to switch sides of the camera. Okay? Now, guys, I haven't scripted this out. This is very it's spontaneous to word. Like, this is very spontaneous to word where it's just like, JP, I'm talking to you. JP.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that the word where it's just like you just do it, spur of the moment, spontaneous?
Right, spur of the moment. Yeah, spontaneous or ad-lib, like as you go.
Yeah,
so,
you heard him. So this was just, you know what I mean? We just ran into each other, and I said, dude, he's a veteran, guys. He served, what, 4 years?
6.
He served 6 years in the Army, right?
Yes.
So 6 years in the Army, and I figured, and the Army, he had just went through a situation where the Army is, the military is helping him, and I just thought I could get that guy, that out there to any vets that are in trouble and in need. There's programs out there to help you. And also, we're going to talk about a couple other things with him. He can explain that shit way better than me. Anyway, let everyone look me in my eye. He's gonna be on the future shows. Right now, we can't show a vet card, we can't show nothing, but he has something that's called statement of service, right? Yeah, it's called a statement of service. He just had to get it. He has all the proof. In a later show, we will show that just so everyone knows it's proof. He wants his last name blocked off, but I 100% vouch for him. Okay, on my name, on my reputation, as far as YouTube, I vouch for. I know for a fact he is a veteran. Now, and you'll be able to tell this by the way he talks about it. Future shows when he comes on, because I told him I want to get more deep in. And by the way, he's not really a conspiracy theorist. He told me that it's hard for someone that defends their country to actually go anti-government. He said it's hard for him to do, so he's not. But he is have an open mind. So he'll be in the community. Right now, he has to get more data on his phone, so he might not be in the last stream tonight. But don't worry, guys. You'll meet him. No need to stress about that. Handsome cat for all you single ladies out there. You better jump on him. But guys, I'm thinking if I got anything else to recap real quick. That's about it. We're gonna get into the show. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Every minute, every second of your time that I get. Is it on me, bro?
Yeah, it's on.
Every minute, every second of time I get, I value that. I value your support and I value your time. Much appreciation to you. I'm here to help you as best I can because you help me. You keep me out the streets, you keep me out of trouble, and you keep my mind focused on something constructive and productive, all right? So much love to everyone. I salute every veteran out there. I salute. I appreciate you. I love you for defending our country. Much love to all. And you're gonna wish you a piece of broken glass. So this is my boy here, JP. I've known JP for about, we'll say 6 years, something around that. We met back in the day up in Fayette County, ran into each other, and we've been good friends ever since. But obviously I went away for 4 years, so I fell away from everyone. But this is JP. JP, introduce yourself to the family, let them know like your platoon, let them know what you did, give them like your comment, give them your military history real quick.
Yeah, sure. I first enlisted in 2002, and my MOS was 11 Bravo, 1 Papa, which that's the airborne contract along being as infantryman. And I also went into RIP, which is a Ranger and Dog Training program to get into a Ranger battalion, so I could become an airborne ranger. Because that was my enlistment day from the recruiter's office. It was an airborne ranger contract with a $22,000 sign-on bonus. But I had to complete all that in order to get that bonus. So I did all that, okay, and then I was I was in 3rd Ranger Battalion in Fort Benning, Georgia, 75th Ranger Regiment for 3.5 years. After that, I changed duty stations up to the 82nd Airborne in Fort Bragg and finished out with 1505 PIR, 3rd Brigade, and that's the 82nd Airborne. I was a scout in the HHC company because I had a Ranger tab. So that was basically that's my career when I was in there, you know what I mean, for so long. But I would have been a lifer, I would have stayed in, but November 11th, 2008, I got hit with an IED right south of Salt Lake City on Route Michigan. I was in the second truck back in a convoy. Lead truck got hit through that lead truck about 30-some feet in the air, and I was in the gun turret on a 50 cal and I did a backflip. Like I said, that was November 11th, 2008. Ironically, Veterans Day. Believe it or not.
Wow, dude, that is crazy.
Right.
Whole Veterans Day thought right there, and I so apologize to interrupt you. Hey, oh shoot, I just think I had the picture. Hey guys, listen, did you hear what he said? Keep this man in your prayers. Do me a favor, because you guys know me. I love each and every one of you. Do me a favor. Say a prayer for JP. Like, he's a wounded warrior, you know what I mean? And that affected his life dramatically. I'm going to let him tell a story, but I just wanted to jump in there. On Veterans Day, like, that's crazy. That's crazy shit. Thank God he's still with us. Say a prayer for him. Like, we're all going through a hard time in Pittsburgh right now. Everyone I know and all my family members, me and him are both going through hard times right now. Shit's real out here. Just believe me when I tell you that. But like I said, we're ready. But say a prayer for him, just keep him in your prayers. My fault, JP. So you were on that happened on Veterans Day.
Right, yeah, ironically, last time you think that would happen would be on Veterans Day. But
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. He never told me that.
It happened on Route Michigan, just a little bit right by Salt Lake City. So but that was the end of my career, basically, because I got hurt. I woke up, I had a brain hemorrhage. My brain bled. It swelled, and they induced me to a coma, and then I went back to Walter Reed after being in Germany for a couple, 2.5 months, and they transferred me to Walter Reed Hospital. So I got out of that, and that's basically what happened to me inside there, which that meant I couldn't stay no longer because I get seizures now because of that. So yeah, that's what happened to me when I was in there. But you maybe another question.
Yeah,
what are you thinking?
let's go off that right there, actually, because that's a good, that's something to stay with. Now, you're honorable discharge, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and like I said, he already got paperwork, guys. If anyone even has the balls to question this, they're going to have a problem with me. And, hey, subscribers, I don't even like calling you guys followers and subscribers. I'm talking to family. Everyone knows who I speak with daily, and everyone knows who's tight with me. I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to the trolls. If anyone troll comes on here and even questions this, they're gonna have a problem with me. But like I said, when the time comes, we're just gonna show everything anyway. He has all full paperwork, honorable discharge. Now, can you go off when you got wounded? Okay. Now, we were briefly just talking about this before we was recording. When you got wounded, did you get a check? You got honorable discharge and you got wounded. Can you explain the process of how you get a check every month?
Absolutely. My check was for my injuries. It was for my disability when it came to just straight injuries. And that did not include any kind of psych evaluations where they get more money, because that's a lifelong thing that they're going to have to deal with.
Speak up a little bit when it's loud. My bad, bro.
Psych evaluation was good. That takes a lot. It lasts a lot longer. Kind of like how SSD works for the state. You know what I mean? That's basically they get their SSD through the stuff that happened to them in the military. But the thing about that, man, is guys can go in for 4 months, have some kind of psychiatric problem, and then they get these crazy discharges that are good discharges, honorable discharges, and they collect checks for however long. Because what happened to me when I got physically injured, you see a doctor twice a year at the VA, and they also have these doctors come in and they give you these physicals and they do a lot of tests on you to see how you're getting better. And that's who is in charge of either raising or lowering your benefits every month to get on how much money you're going to get. You don't just just because I got blown up, I only got money for about 3 years, and that was it. You know what I mean? Because I was healed, and I wanted to make more than $1,600 a month. That's not that much money if you think about it. So that's basically what happened to me. You know, but these guys that have these psychiatric problems, you know, most of the time they're lying about it. They know what to say in front of these doctors because you get 2 physicals a year, like I said, and the doctors are the ones who pertain to whether to cut your benefits, lower your benefits, or take you directly off.
So the doctor has the most say-so on that.
Most say-so on everything.
That's how much money you'll get will be
from the doctor.
Right.
That's he writes that out to let them know how much money he feels that they deserve.
Okay. So basically, your injury got you a check for 3 years, and then once you were healed, not only did you want to make more than $1,600 a month, but because you were healed, the doctor wouldn't sign off to get you military benefits.
Right.
To continue it. But now let's not say someone faking it. Let's say someone honestly PTSD, they're very messed up mentally. If that was the case, they could continue to get benefits.
Psychiatric benefits, probably for the rest of their life they could.
So, okay, and that could vary from each person. Total amount they receive monthly could vary.
On their like how extreme their problem is.
Okay, I got you. What are some of the ways for someone to prove they were in the military?
Some of the ways to prove it's military, and the best way to prove something's in the military is to show a DD-214. That's your military jacket. That has your awards. If you did anything in combat, that you saved lives, or you helped, or you did this, how many different times you left the wire, how many times you did anything combat related. You know what I mean? And you got to be at least in country for 60 days before you can get a combat patch, and that's like your stripes, basically saying I served combat. I'm a combat vet. Because you have a lot of veterans out there that are not combat vets. If they never seen Iraq or Afghanistan in these, within the last 10 years, that was the last war, they're not combat vets. They're just considered vets. And that's like your stripes, your honor, you serve combat for your country, you know what I mean? Like me, I spilled blood on foreign sword for this country,
Yeah, we respect you for that. Love you for that.
And that's what helped me out. But what it is, the doctors are the ones who pertain to how much money you get each month. And that's how, some of these guys know how to prep going in to see these doctors. Tell them they're crying before they can cut the grass. They can't help anybody else. They don't want to leave their house. They just say these things because they know they get prepped on what to say by other vets. Tell them this is how you get the most money.
Right.
Just take advantage of the system, man. It really is. Me, I only did it for about 1.5 years because when I got blown up on November 11th of 2008, I was a little bit south of Salt Lake City. I was on this interstate or highway called Michigan. I was in the second truck back of the convoy, and the first lead truck got hit. Blew that truck about 30 feet in the air, and I was in the gun turret on a 50 cal, and I went backwards with the backflip. I flew out, and I caught all that lead metal from that Humvee, and that's really put me down. And then for about 1 year after that, man, I would go see a doctor twice a year, and that's who has the oversight on how much benefits you deserve anymore, because we do heal as human beings, and the more you heal, the less money you're going to get. And just with physical injuries, you don't really get money for that long. People that get the money for that long is a psychiatric problem. If you have a psych problem, it's basically like SSD but through the VA.
Right, I get exactly what you're saying now. See, I did not know this. I'm happy you just taught me that, because there has been a here, spin this camera on me real quick for 2 seconds. I still gotta finish with this, JP. No, it's on. You got me?
Yep.
You see me?
Yep.
So I didn't explain, guys, JP, the John situation at all. The only thing he heard me say was at the beginning of this video. Obviously we didn't talk about none. So let me just say that I didn't notice that what he's teaching me, and I'm telling you right now that you can tell by hearing the dude been in the military. Like, I really hope no one tries to call this dude out, because I'm telling you, you're gonna piss me off. So he got hurt defending our country. and he deserves to be getting money still in my eyes. He should be getting a nice vet check. But I want to open up everyone's eyes to something right now. You know, I'm very open to take opinions from all different sides. The John X Army shit that's going on. Told you my cousin, told you what he said. Cousin was a Marine. Okay, Marines and Army, sometimes they got that little feud going on, but he knew an Army sergeant told him what I told you guys. I take all that back, okay? What John showed may be real, may not be real, I don't know, but what I'm saying from this point on is that John looks like the type that would get that psych stuff, okay? Maybe John ex-Army does have psychiatric issues from if he was willing to combat. I don't know. I'm just not gonna speak on something that I don't know for sure and I don't see. Yeah, sure, he should show his DD-241.
Yeah,
Did I say it?
DD-214, yeah.
Dude, DD-214. Sure, he could show that. He could show his vet check. But you know what? Who am I to demand that from him? If the dude is a veteran, it's so disrespectful for me to say that to someone. And I honestly, I feel bad because if he was, I feel like a piece of shit. So everyone just take that into account. Maybe he's getting a check every month still because of his psychiatric issues. Obviously, we all know he's a little goofy. He comes on here fucking saying the world's gonna end any day now. Obviously, he's a little bit out of his mind. At the same time, he could be level-headed if he brings himself down to it. So once again, I'm done mentioning that. I apologize. Dude's a veteran. I apologize. It's disrespectful. I'm actually gonna ask JP his opinion on that in 1 second when I switch over. But that ain't right for me to say that. I only said that because of my cousin's word. Of course, I went with my blood cousin's word. You know what I mean? But there can definitely be more than one John Miller in Indiana. I'm sure there is. However, everyone keep open mind with that. Maybe he went through the psychiatric part of it, whether he faked it or not. It doesn't matter at that point. What I'm saying is he might have actually been in the military for real, and I might be wrong on that. And that's a serious claim to make. Same thing as if he's faking it. That's very disrespectful to veterans, active and inactive. So I just want to get that there. Let me flip this back on JP, guys. JP, let me go right back off that. Give me an opinion on both real quick. If I was to say, if someone was stealing valor, you know what that means, right? Pretending, like when these panhandlers down in town, they pretend like they were in the Army, Marines, anything. Do you find it disrespectful as a veteran?
Absolutely. I find that they're trying to use sympathy, invalid sympathy with no validity. And these people are just thinking to stop and say, can I see some paperwork? They just see a guy hold a sign, I'm a vet, please help me, and they give him money. No, I don't like that at all.
Right, and I understand.
And there's a reason for that, man. You know why? Because the friends that I lost in Iraq and Afghanistan, they never got to come home as heroes and have people waiting for them and hugging them and tell them thank you. And they have none of these programs that they can use because they never made it home. And that's who gets the real spit in the face. And these guys, like I said, false valor. When these guys I know that died, and then they didn't have nobody to come. They didn't even come home.
Right.
And that's not right about it, man.
Right. Now, look at it from this view now, and I totally agree with you. Now, if I didn't know you, and I seen you on the internet, and you were saying that you were Army, and you were like, you had a good channel and stuff, and you were an Army veteran, and you were saying you're an Army veteran, and I came on YouTube, and I called you out, and I said, no, you're not. But you really was. How would you? I'm sure you'd find that disrespectful too, right?
For sure I would.
Yeah.
For sure I would.
Be completely honest. Don't take my side. Don't take my side.
But there would be a way all you'd have to do is just show your DD-214. It shows your military service records. It shows all the awards you won, all the ARCOMs, like Army Commendation Medals. And that's something proud you want to show, man. It shows all the stuff you did. That you didn't have to do. That's where the pride comes from. That's where the pride comes from. Not a guy that just sits inside a safe wire on a fob somewhere in Iraq or Afghanistan and they don't leave, but they'll come home telling you they were the baddest soldiers in the world, man. And that has a lot to do with them, wishing they seen more, but didn't. But then they feel embarrassed a little bit when they come back that they didn't do shit, so they have to make lies up, showing you that hey, I did this, I did this, I did this, and I can't tell you, I can't even count 20 hands and toes of how many people I've caught in lies like that. They tell me, I was like, oh, what was your MOS, which is your military occupation service, and they tell you, what'd you do, man? They were like, I was a ranger. I'm like, really? I was a ranger too. As soon as they say that, they're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, well, what bat would you? They were like, what do you mean bat? And that's when you know they're lying, because there's only 3 ranger bats. You know what we call ourselves? Bat boys. Because there's only 3 ranger bats, man. You know what I mean? So you rep your bat hard.
Yeah, that's something to be proud of.
Every year there's Ranger Rendezvous, which first and second and third bat. They compete against each other in these like stupid competitions, shooting, running, rucking, doing all sorts of courses. Who's the fastest, who's the best. And then next year they defend their title, or they lose their title when it comes to that at this competition.
Right.
So like, you rep your bat, man. You're proud of what you did, man.
Definitely.
So it's just like, it's a shame that the guys that never got to come home and be that and brag and say, look what I did. But the guys that didn't do nothing, they sit around here and they brag and say they did stuff that they did. And that's what's a shame, man. Because I didn't come home. Didn't come home with all the friends I went with. And that's what kills me, man. Is they never got to get their, they never got to get theirs.
Right, I agree. If JP, I want to say this on camera. I don't, because you briefly heard me what I said, I don't want you to take my side or anything. Just answer them honest. I know you are. I just don't want your side of me. I want this to be raw and honesty, which I know you are already. I'm just saying. Now we understand that part. What I'm saying now is, if you were not even on the internet doing anything, and somehow because of your because of being in the military was helping you out in this way, and I come out and I call you out and I say, you ain't no damn soldier. Say I just looked at you and I was like, dude, I can just tell you weren't in combat, but you were. You would be very, very offended by that, right?
Beyond
right, and I would be wrong to do something like that, me speaking in absolute, like it was a fact, but not seeing it for myself. I'll be wrong, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes, you would.
And guys, that's what I'm trying to come out with this, because I'm going off somebody's word when I said that about dudes. Now, let's look at it. What was the other view I wanted to look at it as like, now say, as damn, dude, you guys know I always do this. Hold on.
I can say one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
And the thing is, man, is anybody that did something in the military overseas and fought for their country, they are more than proud to show every single document that lets everybody know that what they did, because the military documents every single thing you did. And if you had I have 2 Purple Hearts myself, and if somebody had a Purple Heart, they would show you they had a Purple Heart. They give you the documentation. It'd be on their lapel. If he get anything, a DD-214 is what he needs, and there's no reason he don't have one, unless he got a BCD, a bad conduct discharge. And that's what you're gonna watch about, man. Because them guys get them bad conduct discharges, they still want to be in let people know they were in the military. But with a bad discharge, you don't qualify for some of these programs, man. Like, I was lucky enough. I called 3 days ago because I had a falling out with family, girl, and I didn't know where to go, so I left within 2.5 days, man. This place called the VLP, Veterans Leadership Program, through the VA.
Hold on, let me pause real quick. I was gonna get into that. Forget it. Let's just get into it right now, guys. I was waiting to the end of this, but since you started talking about, look, this is for any veteran out there that is in need, that might be in an unstable home, might be on the street. Any veteran that's watching this, listen to what he's saying. Now, this is Pennsylvania. State to state might be different, but because it's a military, this might be exactly the same rules in every single state across the country. Listen to what he's saying right here, because this just happened. I want to put note. This was before the government shutdown ended for 3 weeks. This was during the shutdown, okay? This was 3 days ago this happened for him. So just so everyone knows, this is during the shutdown, and they still did this for him. And I'm going to let him explain the situation, but he, go ahead. Now it's my bad. Start over. Tell him what, you don't got to get personal what happened. With you and girlie got into a fight.
Yeah, got into a fight. My girl had to leave the place, okay, because it was in her name, and I had to leave, man. And she put a PFA against me because, I find out some stuff about her that I wasn't happy with. And for like the last couple months, we were just roommates. So she put a PFA against me, and I never laid a hand on her, never even had a verbal argument. She just wanted me out of the place. Since it was in her name, I had to go. So I left there, and I didn't know what I was gonna do, man. I was scared shitless and back in the streets. You know, I'm a survivor, man. You know what I mean? I can get through anything if I have to, and that comes from the military, man. You know what I mean? If I have to bunk out and dig, you know what I mean? Dig a hooch, and you know what I mean?
Bunker down, bunker
I
down.
can do it. But I'd rather go to bed, you know what I mean? But
Ain't no
I
doubt.
called this place called the VLP, and within 2.5 days, she said, "Be here to get your keys. I got you an apartment." A 2-bedroom apartment.
Did you guys just hear that?
With,
My bad.
It only took that long. You know what I mean? Most other players was telling me, oh, months and months and months. 3 days, they gave me keys. She said, come get your keys. Everything's out there. Here's a couple gift cards at Walmart. Here's a couple gift cards at McDonald's. Here's a couple of these. Go get what you got to get. Let's get you on your feet. We're going to get you a job because they have these jobs called helmets to hard hats for veterans. You know what I mean? Helmets you wear while you're in combat, and then hard hats is the job afterwards, you know? So they have these programs, they're going to get you a nice job and everything, man.
That's cool as
Which
hell.
I'm happy, man. And here's the thing, though. Veterans need to do the footwork and see what's all available to them out there, because a lot of vets don't know what's available to them. And that's something they really need to, you know, get a case manager through the VLP, and she will give you so much stuff that you wouldn't believe. They have a pantry there with food and any kind of toiletries and clothes, like new clothes with tags on them, and jackets and everything else that, you know what I mean, they try to take care of their vets as long as they can, you know what I mean, as much as they can. But you also have to put footwork in yourself, man, you know what I mean? Make sure you follow up on these jobs they're going to get you and do everything you got to do. But you have to you can't have no BCD, boy. No big chicken dinner. No bad, they call it the bad conduct discharge. You get a bad conduct discharge, man, you don't really qualify for anything, man. So, you gotta make sure you have that first. But they do still help people out, even with, not with this dishonorable discharge, but they do have these discharges called OTH, which is other than honorable, under honorable conditions. So that's a good one to have. They can still get you in housing. They can still do everything. They'll give you gift cards to Walmart and McDonald's and everything else just to get you through until you get work.
That's
and
what's
they
up.
also have a work related program where they find you work with stuff that you're good at, you know. And it can be careers, union jobs, this and that. Because a lot of companies like to hire vets. And the number one thing to prove that somebody was in the military, it's called a DD-214. It'll show every single thing you did inside the service while you were there for how many years. I was in there 6, but if somebody's in there 4, it'll show exactly what they did in them 4 years. It'll show any kind of awards you won right there, Army Commendation Medals, Silver Stars, Bronze Stars, anything you won while you're there, man, it was for valor, man. But this fake valor that people try to put out there, man, just because, you know, they were in the military for so long, and then they start hating their government, which really kills me, man, because when you're in the military or any kind of thing, like, you have full faith in your chain of command. You know, you have to, because they're going to combat, man, and some of them guys don't make it home, and then you got these guys that made it home that didn't really do nothing, claiming to be the best veterans there are. But my friends and other friends that didn't make it home, got killed over there, they never got to come home and brag about what they did or have like a little bit of sense of, you know, accomplishment of what they did, because they never made it home. I spilled blood on foreign soil for this country, man. So, like, when I see that, man, it really goes through me. And somebody needs to set that record straight. That it ain't right, you know. There's no problem with just trying to help vets out, but don't put yourself out there as a vet if you've never seen combat or you never left the wire. You know what I mean? To go out and do patrols or to go fast rope on top of a building, cut the power, and go in with night vision and start bagging and tagging insurgents. Like, that's how it works, man. I was airborne.
Bagging and tagging the surgeons.
Yeah,
I love it.
I was airborne. I was the ranger. Like, you know what I mean? I was over there. Every time I was over there, we never left the wire until it was at nighttime. All nighttime ops in a Black Hawk. You know, with night vision, you fast rope on top of a building, you cut the power, you go in, and you gotta see, and then you start bagging and tagging. Because you got intel that there's bomb-making materials or there's caches of weapons or this and that. And that's where you gotta stop.
Yeah. No doubt, JP. But don't worry, we got me and you got a lot to talk about. I can see, especially because I came around a lot of soldiers like my cousins. They're Marines. They do not want to share with me. They would never come on here like this. So I commend you for this. I respect you for this even more than I already did. Opening up about it, especially injuries. Like I just know a lot of them that just I was in prison with them. A couple of prison dudes that I was in prison with, vets, they opened up more than the ones on the street. But a lot of prison dudes would be like, no, I just don't want to talk about it. Like they get real fun. I don't want to talk about it. So I know how some people can get messed up in the head, and I understand it because I seen a couple people die in front of me and on the street, and the image is with me till this day, you know. And then half of what went on overseas, like, but so I can understand why people can't talk about it. But me, I can talk about it, and you can talk about it, and this is what people need to hear. They need people that can voice it, that can tell them, they can learn. So we got a lot to learn from JP. We're going to have you back because this is going on 26 minutes. I think I'm going to end this video here. But listen, guys, real quick before I let JP go, I'm gonna grab a coffee real quick because we're in this Freemasonry freaking McDonald's that's ran by Freemasons. I get it, but it's cheap coffee, okay? It's cheap. But anyway, I think I'm gonna grab some coffee real quick, and I'm gonna try to get a couple more questions to him. But I am going to put it on another video because this one's going on 30 minutes, and I don't have problems uploading it. So JP, like I said, I'm gonna try to keep for a couple minutes. Give a little just say goodbye to them, JP.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me on. I talked to Graver a lot today, past 2 days, and he asked me to come on because he knew I knew what I was talking about, man. I'm a second generation. My dad's retired Special Forces, Green Beret, and he taught me a lot, man. And I'm just here to share my experience, and it's just share my experience. So if you guys ever want me to come back on, just let Greg know, and we can go into some more depth. Please have some questions maybe written out for me next time so I can answer them for you.
Yeah, I got you.
You want them to be answered, and
They call me Iggy, JP. You always do that, dude. I'm Iggy, dude. They call me Iggy.
When I said Iggy.
You call me Greg.
No, I said Iggy.
No, you. Oh man,
sorry,
dude. Wait till they get to
sorry.
record. No, it's cool. They know my name's Greg though.
Oh,
They know. I introduced myself in my early videos as
I do
Iggy,
apologize.
but nah, bro, it's alright. I'm just cutting up. But yeah, no. Everyone knows my first name's Greg. I don't put my last name out there because it goes to my grandparents' address, not where I'm at with my sister. So I don't want, you know, what I mean, there's a lot of trolls out here. A lot of these people hate me, but I could care less. It's all love. It's all love with JP. We're spreading the love, man. I respect you. I commend you, bro. Much love to you, bro. Like I said, you ain't going nowhere yet. Guys, thanks for your time. I value every second, every minute you watch. The channel's rising. We're growing, but I'm not doing this by myself. I'm doing this with you guys. This is the foundation right here. You guys are the foundation. You guys are the ones helping me grow this channel. You guys are the ones helping me get the word out there. So just know I have gratitude, much gratitude. Not only that, is I'm staying out of trouble, and you can ask since JP knew me that's here. I don't stay out of trouble. I'm not a troublemaker, but I have a bad temper. I have very bad anger issues, which some of you've seen in live stream. But I'm better with it. But it seems like trouble follows me. I don't go after trouble. But anyway, I'm doing better. You guys have helped me, so trust me, I enjoy doing this. But I'm happy I ran into JP because this is a good message to get out. So I'm gonna upload this right now, and I'm gonna try to get him to the conspiracy land real quick. So there'll be another video coming very soon, right after this one from today. And anyway, like I said, you guys are foundation. Thank you for having me. I appreciate having you. Much love. This is Iggy MB5679. Get truth, die line. It's truth or die.
Thanks.
Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this clip into the video. I'm sorry, but I cannot get no more questions out of JP. If you listen, we're having a little bit of a destruction. It's too cool to sit outside right now, guys. Give me a view to out the window real quick. It's very cold out there. Very, very cold today. We can't sit and film out there. And the wind will mess with the audio. So we're just gonna save this for a later time. So I'm just gonna upload this video that you just seen with JP. and I just figured we're gonna come back on and say goodbye real quick. We can't record no more right now, guys. Sorry, but this is the product of our environment. Alright, this is where we come from. This is the shit we deal with. However, it's a blessing to be alive today. It's a blessing to be free in some word, not the full aspect, not the full definition of free. I get that. I know we're enslaved to the money. I know we're enslaved to the dollar bill. I know we gotta work just to eat. I get that. That's not freedom. I get that. But trust me when I tell you, we're a lot more free than every other country in the world. Okay, so wake up today, feel blessed for that. That you can actually walk around, you don't get locked into a door. You can eat when you want, shower when you want, go to the bathroom when you want. Like, trust me, it's a blessing. I don't take it for granted, and I never will again. I'm gonna let JP say goodbye. We're just gonna switch the camera around. Like I said, we can't record no more right now. Love you guys. Once all, I'll see you tonight live streaming. It'll be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, possibly a little later. Shoot for me around 8. Probably won't get notifications again. And now I'm gonna let JP say goodbye. What's up to you guys? It's Iggy MB5679. Get truth or die line. Say bye to JP. Tell him we'll get him next time.
Hey, listen, man. I'm glad for you guys to, listen to me today. Take what I had to give, and I appreciate everything. So. If you ever need any more, I'm sure Iggy will help me out, and then we'll get you back on here, and we can go from there, man. So if any questions, just let Iggy know. If you want to talk to JP, we can do it.
Alright, no doubt, bro. But they might have trouble hearing this. So, alright, we're out of here. This is Get Truth or Die Line. It's Truth or Die with Iggy, MB5679.